This past year or two on the property has been awful. Now, I'm not complaining about my marriage or my kids or my career. All of those things have been going fantastic. But it feels like we're on this long road trip that was only supposed to take 8 or 10 hours, and we keep hitting traffic, and now I have no idea when we're going to actually reach our destination. For 2 years, I've been trying to make Homestead videos, and we still have no home and everything's dead. I spent the summer fighting bald-faced hornets, the deer ate the entire garden, and then we couldn't secure a loan for construction. I've spent the winter excavating the home site and trenching for utilities. I might lose my mind. But I digress. So in last year's video, we talked about year 0, which was essentially almost an entire year of us having purchased the land, clearing out poison oak and overgrown plants and trees. The previous owner had abandoned the property and left behind a collapsing mobile home and piles of trash. We managed to get all of that cleaned up and established new utilities. We put in an entirely new septic system and fixed the well and all of that. That video ended with us moving into the little tiny house and planting our first garden. Yep, good, Liz. Having spent that winter in the tiny house, we quickly learned that if we were going to make it out here living in this small area until we had the house done, we would need an extra little space for me to do my work and my wife to have her hobbies. And so this video begins last spring when we began working on our office annex. Hazel, how many eggs are there?
So much, see?
You filled a basket?
Yeah.
After moving this building down from on top of the hill by the mobile home, I never did anything with it. We've been using it as storage. I have an extension cord ran to it so I can run my PC in here on my desk so I can edit videos. But that's all we've been doing in here, and it's just been a cluttered mess. We are working on insulating it from the outside. Does it open straight? Oh yeah, that's great. Hi, Zip.
Hi.
What's this?
That's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Some good steps.
Yeah, I'm gonna nail them into the building and they'll be real strong.
See that? Let's do that. Swing. Tap, tap, swing.
Can I talk to you about the goats?
Yeah.
Could you be here?
Yeah.
Could you ask your dad?
When?
June 4th.
Yeah, just
Find the exact time.
find the exact time and date and I'll put it on my calendar.
Okay.
Whoa.
Good job.
My arm got it.
All right, ready?
Oh, we can't.
It has to go over next to this one.
We done it.
Push the bottom to your left.
I'm freaking
There we go, good. All right, here we are. I gotta get the insulation and the drywall up in the ceiling, which I don't think will be too difficult. I just want to make sure that I get some decent cuts here on these weird angles, and then get around the ceiling fan here. All the existing electrical from the building before I moved it seems to be functioning totally fine, so I didn't really have to change into the old electrical, which is nice. It's looking good, babe.
I was trying.
It's a lot of work.
I'm so tired of this. It's okay.
This kind of work kills my back more than lifting the rock does and digging holes. This kind of like drill into the ceiling, I'm gonna have a migraine tomorrow.
Dad, this is for you.
You drew me a picture?
Yeah. It got left in the rain, then it dried all night long, and then it turned to that.
That's pretty cool looking.
Look at this one.
Oh yeah, they look like seashells almost. So check it out. She's got all her different fabrics in the cupboard up here. Her light with her space to measure and cut things with all her other little supplies in here. Next to the window with that view. Turn around and here's her little desk.
Is it pretty? So good. Love it.
All right, so we are getting our goats this morning. We have been in contact with the lady selling them for quite a while. We have reserved this space between our dirt driveway and the street as their corral because it's an unusable space for anything else. I have my chainsaw here because the trees around their little house are kind of starting to hang down. I wanted to limit up so that my wife could walk through here and not get leaves in her hair.
Dad, we got some! We got some!
Yay!
I had to cut the bale in half so it would fit in the minivan.
Perfect.
I gotta put in some straw.
Show me around.
All right, we've got our straw, nice cozy bed. We've got our little house. That's about it. That's all we got.
Hazel, don't climb in the cage, huh?
They might kind of be like excited. They're very friendly, of course.
Yeah.
They might be bustling around. Oh, what do you think, Mocha? What do you think of them?
Mocha's really chill.
we normally get. Yeah.
He just jumped right over.
So they're not lactating, so I feel like
Yeah.
it's different right
Yeah.
now. So yeah, all this stuff should be fine.
What are their names, Hazel? So Barry's the boy, and Blossom is the girl.
Yeah. They're coming down to see Luca. Do you like them? Luca, look.
I know that goats can be really playful, even with equipment, and there's room in all these trees for a swing. So I have a tire that's been laying around in my driveway. I'm gonna hang it up in the trees to see if they'll swing on it.
That woke her up.
It's now Friday. We had only one escape. It was Tuesday afternoon. One of them got out of the holes here on my gate because the wire was just too spaced out apart, and they were able to flex it apart. I think they did it by accident because they were poking their head through. So I put a whole new piece of 2-inch space fencing on the gate. We have not had any escapes since I fixed the gate. The goats seem really happy. They love our kids love them. Neither of the goats is using the tire swing yet. I'm not sure that they will, but we'll find out later, I guess. They love jumping on these rocks that are here. I'm gonna go get them a big log they can walk and jump on. I'm gonna lean it up between these trees here so they get a little bit of a log ramp that they can run up and stand on top of, because it seems like they like climbing stuff.
Why are you doing that, Dad?
Now the goats can come stand over here.
That's a cute little do.
I have a Yellowjackets nest I need to deal with on the other side of the hill where I've been trying to put that slip and slide in for the kids. I got stung on the face like 2 weeks ago. And since I got stung, I have found the nest, sprayed it with 3 different bottles of poison, thrown several rocks on top of their hole, and covered it with dirt. And they just keep burrowing their way back out. So I have the backhoe down here for this project, and I figured while I'm here, I might as well All right, well, I could barely reach the hive, so I don't know if I crushed the whole thing because I could like barely reach out and kind of squish it and dig it up. And now they're swarming, so I'm gonna leave them be for a little bit. What do you got there, hon? Popsicle?
Yeah.
All right, come on. We're going down to the garden to see Mama. Shoot.
Shoot.
Okay, it is the 4th of July, and this week we're just filming a little vlog update because we went camping last weekend. It's been super hot out lately. So we've just been watering the garden and hanging out with the kids and the animals. Our girl goat, Blossom, is actually like super gentle and kind of obedient, so she's able to be let out with us. And she just nibbles on the wildflowers and follows Cassie around. And then when we tell her to go back into the corral, she does. So Blossom's out here with us.
Deer ate her.
What?
The deer ate it.
What do we got?
It gets a kiwi.
Ooh. Does Mama want you to pick it? Can she pick it? Wait. Hold it up and look at me. Look at that. We should go wash it off.
Maybe in a minute.
For how long? It's not much, but it's honest work. Zippy.
Zipporah, come back. The wasps are up there.
Go watch out for the bees, okay? Look at him. Just.
I'm gonna take it.
There we go.
This
It looks so little.
is wax. Well,
Is this normal?
this frame had pollen and it had, see down here? That's brood.
Really?
Yeah. So it had a little bit of both.
That's cute, little bee. I'm not
Oh, cute. Yeah. You could attach it to the jars and stuff.
Sorry.
That's a good idea.
That's whatever right here.
I want to do the bowl cover things. Yeah, and like, I need to actually research it and see how they like fully.
Comes in, are you good?
Yeah.
And then let's wipe it off.
No, you put the keys.
I was thinking if you wanted to try the seeds.
Kind of tough,
Oh
isn't it?
yeah. Did you want more?
I don't want everything.
No way, they got an important job.
Okay. And then they.
Oh, Zippy. Zippy needs to come inside. She won't come to me. Watch out.
This is like the first box set.
That's cool. They built off the bottom.
That I bought some hives in Jacksonville. They said they had honey in them. Yeah, I bought.
Only like
Oh, yeah, I got some, like this bunch here. Literally, 3 of these boxes came from one queen.
Oh.
She just hatches.
The estimate I got to remove the Hornets and the Yellowjackets was like $400, and I don't really feel like spending that. So I have some spray. I was just gonna knock it down myself and smash it with something, but my dad offered to bring his bee suit over. Every time a fly goes near me, or a butterfly, I panic because I'm sick of getting stung. God, that's a fly. There we go. They landed on the driveway. Oh, good. Perfect. Are there any on you? Nope. So we're wanting to use some scrap lumber to build the shelter then, right? Because that's all we got right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a board.
It's a whole whopping 3 of them. Barry and Blossom, the boy and the girl, are separated now. So Barry doesn't have a shelter because they have to be separated until she's 1 year old, and then I can breed them. But right now, can't do that.
Nice. Way to go, kiddo.
Oh, we're gonna put.
I still have a few pieces of tin up at the mobile
we
home.
have tin.
I'll go grab a piece of tin if you want to find more boards.
Okay. Scrap wood.
Scrap wood, spent no money. Like halfway up the hill right there in the middle of all the trees.
Right there.
Because it slopes down, we can dig that out.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let me get my hand lower down.
Actually, can we lower it from here, you think?
Lower it.
What's that thing? Now, you just forward.
Wait.
Okay, now go, can you tip it to your right? Good?
Yes.
I'm gonna dig a bit of a trench here that hopefully
He just bit my shirt. Sorry.
can create some kind of drainage for him.
See, even Barry likes my merch.
Did you ask me if I wanted to climb trees?
Yeah.
Which tree? These trees are so stinking cool.
Dad, see this branch? Oh. Dad, look at this branch that I'm stepping on.
Yeah.
He's trying to get his...
What do you think of it, Zipporah? Good.
I caught a hummingbird.
All right. I basically took the whole summer off working on the property. It was too hot and I had those stinking bees that I was dealing with, the Hornets. And then my dad's equipment broke down. And then we were into fire season, so I couldn't run equipment at all because of the fire season. So it's October. I rented a skid steer. My dad's backhoe is here. It doesn't really drive very well, but the bucket works great. So we're gonna be using the bucket to till it up and the skid steer to move soil and hopefully blade a bunch of this out best as we can. I have about a day and a half to do as much as I can with the skid steer. It's difficult getting before shots with stuff like this because it looks really different in person before and after, but then I look at it on a video and I'm like, oh, it was dirt and now it's dirt. So yeah, I didn't really film any like dramatic drone before footage because you guys will get the picture. My dad's gonna try to get his backhoe fixed so we can get the rest of this stuff, but I think we can do that with just the backhoe. So there's a grass and a rock in the way, but there's a culvert right there under the driveway. That's where all this water's coming from. But there's also just a lot puddled on top of the driveway, and that's what this little like waterfall is. You guys may recognize this hillside from previous videos. This is where the old driveway continues up past the garage up to the home site, but I've constructed a new driveway on the other side of the house. And I'm not really sure I'll ever use this for like full-size vehicles. I'm gonna leave a bit of a trail here in case we ever end up with a quad or something small. Maybe my Jeep will be able to squeeze up this side of the hill. I went ahead and I carved out some of this slope to put some flat pads in, and this is actually gonna be a good spot for like 2 more fruit trees. And I'm gonna rake it out and seed it and maybe put in some rock steps today. Can't really see it, but we planted a peach tree right there because we had one that needed planted. We did clover on every flat and miscellaneous other flowers on every slope. So it should be a nice colorful hillside this spring. And I think we're gonna put a pair of apple trees here. So we'll have 3 fruit trees on the hill as well, but those will take a couple of years to develop. So this is the very top of the property where the water comes in from above the hill. The driveway here sort of funnels all the rain from the hillside onto our property. So I've given it some direction here. So the water comes down into my driveway where admittedly it's kind of a swamp. This whole section used to be swamp, but I got it all to go this way. So I got a little bit of a swell. This pipe doesn't have a filter on it yet, but there's a little pipe right there. Pipe takes it across the driveway. So that's the home site. Liz! Liz, I'm gonna go down the hill.
Daddy! I'm a daddy. I'm living in a daddy. That's daddy. Daddy stuff. No. Daddy, what's in my feet?
Okay, follow me.
Oh, Daddy.
The water keeps going down through what's kind of a marshland. Again, I didn't trench any of this stuff. I'm just letting it flow through the grass. Look at that. This one looks like a real creek, kids. Look at that creek. Although we just made it super muddy by walking through it. There's a willow tree right there.
Oh, that's so cool.
That willow tree is going to do really, really well in years to come, hopefully. It flows to here below the fig tree. From the fig tree, it flows right past the peach tree. From here it used to flood both the garden beds and the chicken area. Earlier in the winter the chickens were in like a puddle, and so I've carved it so that it avoids the chickens. We had a rain and wind storm the other night that knocked a bunch of dirt back down into my trench. It doesn't help that the hillside was already a lot of loose dirt from me moving other stuff around, so I'm now gonna have to clean out like 6 inches of dirt through the whole trench. There were also like 3 or 4 big roots that the machine couldn't break through, and I'm gonna have to tunnel underneath them. I don't know where your shovel is. It's probably up by the other driveway. There's a couple of spots in the trench like this where some big roots from this pine tree crossed it, and the machine I was on couldn't break them out, and then it occurred to me that I probably don't want to break them out if I want this tree to live. It took us a long time to get a loan for construction. We did finally secure a loan, and then we picked a home design with a local builder. We made some edits to that home design. They had to re-engineer it for those edits. We've now submitted that home design to the county. I excavated the home site. I did the road cloth and a bunch of gravel where the new driveway is, and that's been all compacted. Put in a culvert to widen that section of the driveway because the fire break inspection said I should. The trees for the fire break are fine. The home site is about done. I just need like 2 more trailer loads of gravel to spread out and compact. One of the project managers came out and looked at the home site, and he was saying that this power line is in the way of the second story of the house. So the supply line to the house here needs to be put in the ground with a new meter. They're going to take that post out, which in the end will be for the better, but in the meantime it just adds more to my list of things I need to do before we can build, which that list seems to keep getting longer. So we're waiting to hear back from the county, but we can't build until I get this power line in the ground. So as soon as I get this power line in the ground with the conduit 3 feet deep, inspected and permitted and signed off with a new meter at a new location, and the county approves our plans, then the builder can come in and begin construction. We are approaching 2 years here. We purchased it in mid-March, so we're like 3 weeks away from our 2-year purchase date, but we didn't move here till like April, so that's regardless. Almost 2 years here. I have been out here digging all day, and it's now mid-afternoon, and I just want to quit, but I need to get that conduit in the ground today so that I don't have to keep digging dirt that's fallen out of into the trench, and then I can schedule the power guy to come out here and inspect my conduit, and then they can run the power line and all the rest. I just want to go back to gardening and making water features. The whole family has had just the worst cabin fever for like a year now. But the weather is improving, so maybe spring and wildflowers will improve our mood. Well, we're not done, but I got the pipe from the bottom up to the top, and then now I got to put the meter over there with a nice swoop up. And like I said, this pole's going to come out, so we'll have this space for like lawn or whatever someday, 10 years from now. Thanks for helping, babe.
Daddy.
Wait, I'll help.
I got you.
Oh, Zippy says, I got you. You got me, Zippy?
You gonna help, Zip?
I'll just pull her in with me. Oh, careful. Hold on, honey. I'm going to take Daddy's can. I'm a little bit too heavy for you. I don't want to pull you in. Oh my goodness. Thank you though, Zippy. That was so nice.
My hands little.
Yeah, your hands are little.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll grow bigger though.
What do you need? It's like this wax. Dada. It's so amazing. This one was moving, but no, it stopped. This one's still moving. So cute.
Do you see the chickie?
Yeah. Buddy.
You can see its feathers now.
Buddy.
Look at, see how it's getting tired?
Oh my God! Ew! Right!
Look at that!
Those horse hands!
You guys got markers all over your fingers?
I just perfect!
Oh, look at its little eye! Scoot your head back, Liz. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
It's cracked!
It's cracked? Look at it, so
That one not chapped. That one not chapped. But open it.
Nope, we cannot open it until all the other ones.
That's not open. That's not open.
Look at the baby.
It's have eyes.
It does have eyes.
I want it. Mama. Check. Checky.
There's one off.
She's got a bad problem.
So we'll hold it up so you can screw it in and nail it in.
No, I need another wall. I'm gonna do that wall. I think I'm gonna do all four walls. Screened windows with like shutters, right?
Yes.
Where?
Oh, I don't know. That's what you're gonna ask. Yeah. Very good.
Top of the box.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Well, I've spent about half of spring break working on the chicken coop. Today we're working on the nesting boxes. I gotta put the lid over the top of them. It's been raining off and on all week, which has made it a little bit difficult to video because I don't want to have my camera out in the rain. We're getting the boxes done. I've got 90% of the siding up, and then I gotta work on the roof, trim, and paint. The screws are poking through to the middle, which is only an issue because I have small kids that might be cleaning the chicken coop and I don't want them to stick their hand on it. I thought, well, I need a board on the back side. I realized that I can just put one screw in and then take this little block and hand screw it onto the back side with one screw in. And once this is down tight, then I go back out to the hinges. I put the other two screws in, which I thought was a really funny way to do this, but it actually worked surprisingly well. Go down a little bit. Let's do the first one at 2 feet.
Okay.
Should we just go 2, 3, 4?
Yeah.
How's the overhang? Does it look even? Right here?
Yes, it does.
How about the front?
The front, I feel like this side needs to go in a little bit. Hi, Liz.
And you remember where
Oh, hey, Liz.
That's my chip. Mommy, it's not table. That's my chip, Mommy. That's my chip.
What's your suit?
Mommy.
Your trick? Let me see. Ready? Whoa!
That's my chip.
My dad brought over a can of primer.
That's my water.
He's helping us get started on the paint. Now we gotta let it dry a little bit and get our red out.
Whoa. I'm making a pipe.
Nice.
Hey. Huh? You may notice that our kids helped us paint. We still need to do a second coat on the trim. That's neither here nor there. Come check out the inside. So we have this latch, which is for like a fence gate, but I made it work. My tools are still in here, stay out of the rain. But we have our roosting space. Measured it out. We have enough roosting space for 32 chickens, and at about 4 hens a nesting box, we have enough nesting boxes for 32 chickens. So we got our nesting boxes. The floor, we got rock and gravel down to fill it in and prevent rodents from digging through, but we're gonna put like 3 inches of sand in here eventually, which will help with cleaning it out and everything else. But I love you.
Yeah.
Did Mama make you these dresses? Beautiful.
Yeah.
Zip, look, I put this big block down here, this big wooden block for you to stand on so you can get in. Can you reach in and get an egg if there was an egg in there? I think she could. How about you, Lizzie?
I can. Real easy.
Nice. Come all the way down to this one. Can you get in this box? Yeah. So today we're working on cleaning up this space for the garden. We got a bunch of trash to move out of the way and some things to rake out, the fence to move, and also a tree to cut down. Of course. Never mind. Hazel, where's the flathead shovel? That's why we wanted a walk-in coop. Because cleaning this type of coop is a lot more work. gym memberships are for schmucks. These posts need to come out, so plastic. I don't know where this stuff came from. We've been here for 2 years and I still find trash like buried in areas from the previous owners. Although some of this might be from us. I was just telling my wife, we're probably gonna do another big swell over there for the rainwater. So I think a lot of the rock I'm just gonna like rake toward where that little mini pond is gonna be.
So these are my 2 commands. Stop and pull, okay?
Okay.
So like if you hear me speaking.
So it leans that way. We want it to fall that way, to land like right here. So we have the cable to pull so that the cable pulls it and yanks it this way so that it goes. And bonus points, it's actually a legal burn day today. So we're gonna have like 2 burn piles going and cut this up into firewood and get rid of it.
I want that. Ooh.
All right, last weekend we cut this tree down. It's Friday and I'm actually off work today, so we got some chicken wire and a gate. We're gonna start putting fencing up for the garden. Can you move that log? Awesome. If the rain starts again, I'll probably have to put my camera away, but I am tilling the area. I'm trying to sift out all the rocks because there's the river rock that was left over here when we had the septic system put in. And then we're just cleaning and raking, and I got another burn pile going, so trying to get this garden set.
Can you scoot it a little bit farther away from the trellis here, Hazel? Can you scoot it a little bit farther that way?
Like right here.
Yeah, that should be good.
need help.
Yeah, maybe this can help. You're freezing? Go get a jacket, honey.
If you've made it this far into the video, please go click the like button below. That just tells YouTube that this content is worthwhile. And if you're willing to go share it on another platform, I would appreciate that as well. It is the first week of May, and this is what our property looks like right now. So here's where we are today. The home site is completely prepped and we're ready to build, but unfortunately we have once again been told 2 more weeks. And so the concrete guy for our builder is booked out until 2 weeks from now. So we're gonna wrap up this video here so that we can post it about the same time we posted last year's video. Last year, the garden did end up getting mostly eaten by the deer because we had no gates, we had very few chickens, our goats were young. This year, we're pretty sure one of our goats is pregnant. We are almost at our about 30 chickens, and our garden has a new area that is all much better fenced off, and we're gonna be able to produce better in that area. And I'm still working on clearing all of this poison oak out of here because it keeps sprouting back up. The home site, we have gone down the whole checklist. We have done all the utilities. We have made our first major payment. The house plans are approved. We are on the schedule for construction to begin, as I said, in about 2 weeks. So thank you for following along on these videos and posting your comments down below. I appreciate all the comments and all the feedback. If you would like to follow along, if you haven't been so far, you can subscribe to my channel. We are going to be doing some farming on a small acre and water features, and we'll probably try to merge those two for some like aquaponics or something. But in the meantime, we're gonna try to get this house done. So subscribe to my channel and follow along. We'll see you guys in the next video.